Be kind to others. I know it's something super simple, super easy to understand in theory, but honestly, this is something important to say that I'm just going to say it. I'm going to let it out. Like, you don't know how much you are hurting someone's day, someone's week, someone's life by the way you treat them. Something that you might even think is something light, something small, might be hurting this person in an even worse way. You might be joking about a certain situation, but it's hurting them deeper in a way that you might not even know. So, a couple questions, right? Do you want to be the person that anyone just hates and loathes in your life? Do you want to be the person that people look at and are always fearful that you'll say something mean to them? So they're putting a filter over you, or they're putting a filter in front of you. They aren't actually themselves in front of you because they're scared of you. Do you want to be that person? Do you want to be the person that truly, like, you live with yourself knowing that you're making other people's days worse? Do you want to be that person? I don't think anyone wants to be those people. I know there are some narcissists out there. I know there are some people that, don't really care. I understand that. But honestly, to be kind is just such a simple concept. It's just such a simple thing. And in the world today where everyone is just mean, everyone is just rude, it's just great to see, moments of kindness. Like, cuz it's rare, right? It's like you go on Twitter, no one is kind to each other. No one is respectful to each other. So when the odd occasion happens where like two people are actually having like an intellectual dialogue and they're truly respectful to each other and they appreciate each other, they compliment each other, whatever, you look at that and it's like, huh, wow, the world maybe isn't that bad, right? But it's so rare because we live in a society where hate is the thing that is perpetuated. Hate is the thing that gets clicks. It's the thing that gets views. It's the thing that engages people. But we're fighting against each other. So just next time you hate someone, next time you have anger against someone, next time someone says something you don't like or does something you don't like, don't lash out at them. Don't make things worse. Be kind to them. Be kind, especially when they haven't done anything wrong. Like, there should be no reason for you to just insult someone for no reason. But if they've done something wrong that actually makes you mad, don't let that anger come out, because that anger is just going to ruin both of you. And yeah, like, you should just not, like, it's the most basic thing, right? Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Love your neighbor as yourself, right? Jesus Christ literally is saying this for a reason, right? How would you feel if someone were to insult you in that way, or in a similar way? Maybe you don't feel like you'd get, if you hurt someone, maybe you don't feel like you would get hurt by it. But what if they insulted you over a different thing? You might feel hurt. So, like, not only does God tell us to treat others the way you would like to be treated, it's also just common sense. Really, man. Like, I don't, like, I look at my life, right? I might have hurt some people, right? With some things I might have said in a moment of anger. I might have ruined their days a little bit. But I know as myself that other people have ruined my days. Other people have said things to me that made me just waste the rest of my day just in anger at them. So I think about that and I'm like, well, how many times have I done that to someone else? And how many times could that be avoided if I just were to focus more on just being kind, being respectful, rather than letting the emotions take over? So kindness is definitely a perspective, an emotion that we need to lean into more, right? There's the saying, right? It's like it doesn't cost anything to be kind to someone. And then obviously you have the egotistical guy, that the prideful guy that will respond with, well, it doesn't cost anything to be hateful either. But it does cost something. It costs the sanity, or like, the sanity or the control over like someone's life, right? Like someone might literally just like you might say something and someone might take it so seriously and you didn't even want it to be like that. So focus on kindness, right? You don't want to be nice. Like, I think you don't want to be, niceness and kindness are different things. You don't want to be like constantly like affirming people's beliefs type of thing. That's maybe niceness, right? Kindness is you're always showing respect, basically. I think that is probably my biggest definition of kindness: showing love and respect to someone in your words and in your actions. And it's even more important when that person is not giving you the same amount of respect. Don't lash out, don't make things worse, right? And again, like, it's just kind of what you internalize, right? We are in this world where hate is always there. It's everywhere. Anger is the primary emotion in so many people's lives, online for sure, right? Kindness is something that is very rare to see. And it's rare to see just a true, pure-hearted interaction between people. But the more you as an individual can realize, oh yeah, I actually hurt so many other people's lives, so many other people's feelings by saying these things. So let's try and cut it out, right? Or at least make the effort, right? Make the effort to do better, or to apologize, to reconcile with your brother, with the person that you hurt, or at least you think you hurt. Because truly, like I see from my life, and I'm sure you see it in your life, like when someone makes you angry, or someone says something to you, or does something to you, like in some cases, it can ruin your whole day. It can ruin your whole week in like extreme cases. You can only imagine what someone who maybe has lower self-esteem already could be going through. So just a compliment, just respecting someone, being kind, showing love in your words and actions is probably the biggest thing you can do every single day to the people around you. So it's a shorter one. It's a shorter episode. It's something that I just wanted to touch upon in a world where there's so much division, there's so much hate. Kindness is something that we need a lot more of. We need to give a lot more people grace. We need to kind of understand people better instead of just hating and screaming and yelling and insulting, right? And just demeaning people's characters, which then again, you want to be that type of person that person who you know that other people just hate you, and you know you have a bad reputation because other people see you as an asshole, and it's like, do you really want to be that guy anyway? So, you can do it because God tells us to do it, obviously, but like also it's like, do you really want to be that guy? You really want to be that guy that everyone hates? Like no one wants to be that guy. I think it doesn't really serve anyone in any way to have that anger, to have that resentment, to have that hate for any other reason. So focus on kindness, focus on respect, focus on love, complimenting others, lifting people up instead of putting them down, regardless of what they're doing to you, right? You can only control yourself. You can't control what other people do. If people are being mean to you, well, it's up to you to not make that situation worse. Be kind. Respond with kindness, and maybe things will get better. Maybe they will realize what they did wrong. And the more we can kind of grow together and kind of humble each other in that way, not like humbling in the sense of like, you being like this high and mighty guy better than someone. No, humbling truly is like if someone's being mad at you and you respond with like a compliment, right? If someone insults you and respond with a compliment, it can really change their perspective. It can really just kind of like boggle their mind, really, because they want you to kind of hit back, right? If someone's going to be doing something like that to you. So always respond with kindness, regardless if it's someone who you pick on, but you pick on for no reason, or if there's a reason for them to be picked on. I don't think that matters. I think it matters what you do, what you internalize, and how you treat people. And how you treat people is how you will be treated, right? How you judge people is how you will be judged. So treat others the way you would like to be treated. Show kindness to everyone. And the more people can do that, the better the world will become, the less hateful, hopefully, the world will become. Kindness. Kindness is a thing we need a lot more of every single day in all of our lives. So that is the call for today. It's a shorter episode today, but that is what I am talking about. Kindness. Even go search up the definition so you can understand what it specifically means. Because even like, I define it as like a respect for someone, maybe even like complimenting someone, right? Truly being intentional about making them feel good, like making them feel better about themselves, boosting their self-esteem with the words you say, or even in the actions that you do. That's what I would say kindness is. And it's just truly showing love to people. But perhaps there's a better definition that explains it better. Go search it up, right? Go search it up and figure out how to be kind, how to overcome those anger feelings that you might have in you, and not. I know it's hard, but kindness is so necessary in this world. In the world of hate, we need some joy, we need some hope, we need some love, we need some kindness. So it's only up to you, the individual, to provide that to the people around you. And the more we can do that, the better the world will become, as I already said. So that's all I got to say for today. Thank you for watching. It was a much shorter episode today. But as always, if you enjoyed, show your support in any way you can. Like the video, subscribe, and follow on Spotify. I appreciate you for being here. Again, take that message, show kindness to people, because you really don't know whose days you're ruining, whose days you're impacting by the words you say, by the things you do. And you might be hurting people that you don't even realize. So be intentional about it. Truly think within yourself. Be conscious, self-conscious about it, and truly treat people with respect, and most likely you'll be given that same respect, that same level of kindness back in return. Obviously, some people you can't change, but most people will change, and they'll give you back that in return, which is beneficial for you as well. So not only are you're obeying God, you're helping the people around you, you're also kind of receiving a internal self benefit as well, where other people treat you like that as well. You will find that's kind of the case with everything, right? You treat others the way you like to be treated, and you kind of slowly be treated in that way as well. So that's all I gotta say. So thank you for watching. As always, I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode.